Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Aries the Emperor here, back with another general reading for all of my Aries angels. If you are new here, join us. Welcome. This is an all Aries channel for all of my Aries placements, cross watchers. You're always welcome. Just take in mind that this reading may or may not resonate with everyone, and that is okay. Do not force the reading by any means. Thank you guys, as always, to everyone who likes and subscribes to the channel. Thank you very greatly for your donations, your shares, to those of you who book readings and shop the website. I have sent out quite a few readings, and I have reached out to a majority of you guys as well. And I have not received a response back. Okay, so just shoot me an email back if you haven't heard from me. Like I said, there may be a few of you who have just recently placed orders like within the past few days. So I may not have gotten to you guys. But for those of you who have placed orders, I have reached out to if not all, majority of you guys. Like I said, I'll have to check my list. And candles, I just came from the post office and UPS. I have sent out a slew of candles within the last few days, and I will continue to do that as well here. All right, so just be on the lookout. Thank you guys for your patience. I did say the beginning of January, I'm taking a break on all personal readings. So I'm just putting that out there. All right, candle sales will conclude the start of Capricorn season, which I think is like the 24th or the 25th. It's like a few days before Christmas or something like that, give or take. So get it while the getting's hot. I'm about to make a few changes here for the better on the channel and website. And I'm happy to say I've had this label print here for my candles, but starting New Year's, I will be printing all candles with labels, and I'm very excited about it. All right, so let's jump into the reading. Without further ado, if you need to reach me, you know where to find me. My website and my email address are both in the description box down below. So I did a pre-shuffle, y'all, and it was kind of scary. The cards that I saw, it was like things were flashing before my eyes. I saw the Tower pop out, and then I saw the Queen of Wands come through, and then I saw the Ten of Swords come out, and then I saw the Four of Pentacles and the Seven of Swords, and it was just giving me an energy of you really stop somebody in their tracks. You know what I'm saying? And that's just in any way that you want to look at it. A past relationship, a family member you've severed ties with, a friend you've severed ties with, a community, a job, a career, just children, just anything that you've had to just sever ties with. I really feel like something you did, something you said was so impactful, that it stopped just for a second, just long enough to penetrate. You made them stand still, and it's something they could never forget. And this is something that may be a lasting effect on somebody. Maybe it felt disastrous, as they are moving on or moving forward. This could be for you, or this could be for somebody else. Place it how it resonates. But you stood up for yourself, and you stood up tall is the energy that I'm getting for somebody here. And regardless of how they look at you or feel about you, or what names they see you as, or how they try and play you or call you, the bottom line is you caught somebody red-handed. And I feel like going forward now, they're going to think twice before they play with anybody's feelings, before they play with anybody's emotions, anybody's time, before they try and one-up anybody or make themselves feel like they're better than anybody. You taught somebody the humblest lesson of them all, and that was just by spirit using you and working through you. So let's get in this reading here. So whatever this is you walking away from, you just know you walking away, and it's not alone. You were guided to do something. You are being told, you're being led to a place that is more on a authenticity level here, and one where people aren't just going to save face for you, or just to play a game or play a role or be a weasel so they can get what they need to get out of a situation here. They're going to get your back. And like I said in the previous reading, your ass to kiss. And look at here, Three of Wands, your back, because you out of there No longer do you need to learn this karmic lesson or stay on this wheel. You see how much land and space and opportunity is out there to roam. Literally, Rome could be significant to some of you guys, Roman. But I just really feel like this is the end here. You have learned your lesson and you are on to the next task here. Spiritual and intelligently, spirit is very happy for you and is happy that you are somebody that the light can work through, regardless of what looks out there for you and what you may not see. You know what I mean? Because you have to believe, even though you don't see something in front of your face, that's where an idea comes from. You don't see an idea, it's in your head. So it's something you got to pull out because you have faith in yourself and you have the faith that you're able to not only process something and be right about it, but to take an idea out of your head and create something about it. I feel like maybe somebody is teaching somebody a lesson, or not just to say lesson, but I feel like, you really stop somebody in a spiritual place, or somebody is now becoming a little bit more serious about their spirituality because of you. And it doesn't have to be, you don't have to be really religious, but I'm just saying whatever your practices are, or whatever someone is able to see you doing physically here, it's on a level to make others believe that it's possible for them as well here to even change or to be a better person going forward here. It's dangerous. This world that we living in, and shit, people talk about going to hell, baby. We already here is how a lot of times it really feels, so it is like a bunch of demons, I ain't no other way to put it, running out here in so many words, and it's hard to spot. And I feel like, they're hitting in plain sight. They hitting in your workplace. They hitting in your friend circle. They hitting in the public. They hitting in the supermarket. They hitting, did I say they hitting in the church? They damn sure hitting in the church, but they're hitting at the restaurants, wherever you go. Somebody is just, I feel like you out here slaying dragons, and Three of Pentacles here. You are still now able to, or at this point, feel a little bit more clear-minded so you can find people who are just like you, and not just like you, you know what I mean, but real stand-up individuals. Like, you could be considering moving so that you are surrounded in a better community, or, just a more family-oriented scene, or just getting out of a situation that's toxic for you and you need to just spread your wings and get away. There's nothing wrong with that. You try and work with people for so long until you finally have to, you put your foot down here, and somebody wasn't expecting you to do that, to separate, to not want to work with them anymore, and they feel away regardless of whether they're going to say it or not. This is not a coincidence. The Knight of Wands, if they could do more about it and not get caught for it, they would definitely do so. Somebody is fire engine hot. Look at this. With that red flame coming out in the bright yellow outfit, somebody is really hot. I feel like, and all they can do is sit with the energy, the karma that has now been transferred from you onto its rightful place here. And you don't deserve this type of energy. Nobody does. But sadly, in situations like that, whether it's like a narc type of energy, somebody is gonna, and this ain't, and all people aren't bad individuals, right? But it's just more so like when you're dealing with somebody who is just not right. You could tell, and you could tell that they a user, or you could tell that they like to abuse people, or if they see a way for them to dupe somebody out of something, they're gonna take that opportunity. If they think they're quicker than somebody else, then they're gonna move and they're gonna act on that, and whoever loses out, and they have no remorse. So sometimes spirit has a way of and this is karma too. It's good karma, quick Sagittarius energy, luck. Thank you, spirit, for clarifying that. Somebody that was working with you could have been experiencing that with you or growing with you. Yeah, that's the most important part. But like I was just saying, people like that, They end up running into brick walls. You know, you can only play on people so much. That's why it takes life-changing things to happen to people for them to be like, I saw God. And, you know, it's just this story, but they were living this fucked up lifestyle. And it took something that powerful to stop you in your tracks. And I feel like that's the power that you putting out here. You know, you ain't got to lay hands on nobody. You know, it's just as simple. They see you coming, and hey, they maybe straighten up a little bit, or they know you gonna be at the party or at the luncheon, the dinner, in the building, so they want to make sure they look good in front of you. You know what I'm saying? And you just coming in like your everyday self. You know, you're not materialistic. You know what I'm saying? You're not somebody that always has to have brand new this or brand new that, because, you know, even if you do, you know, or you do have nice things, you know, there's nothing wrong with people working hard for what they pay for with their money, right? But I'm just saying in general, you know, you just somebody that knows how to put things together naturally anyway. So it's not even a thing for you to feel a way about who's coming in wearing what. You might compliment somebody, but it's still not going to make you feel no less than. And that too is some simple things like that make an impact on people and make them re-guess and second guess themselves and wonder, like, what type of mind frame do you have, or why don't you see them in that light? Why don't you give them that certain credit, you know? And it's a big deal. I feel like when you do say certain things to people, other people may be listening or watching, or they may feel a way because you didn't say that to them. You know what I'm saying? You didn't make them feel special. And that's a very impactful type of power that you all hold here. And like I said, though, but if somebody fucks you over, it can have disastrous effects. What's that says? And look at this. The Knight of Swords is now at the bottom of the deck. At first it was the Knight of Wands, y'all. Now it's the Knight of Swords. Meaning, oh, I got something to say. I got something to say to her. I got something to say to him. I don't know, you know, just somebody that is just wants to talk your ear off, give you their opinion that you probably didn't ask for. Just somebody who thinks they're more intelligent than you, you know, somebody that feels like they rode the rodeo more than you here. But look how fast they're going without even thinking. They're going nowhere fast. Hard head make a soft ass. You know, it's the type of energy that this person gives off. It's aggression. And a lot of people mistake your passion for aggression. You know, Aries can get loud. It's just a part of the territory. That's just the fire that's inside of you. And another thing, you know, I feel like people will try and overtalk you as well here. And so sometimes you have to fight your way in the conversation here, because you might be somebody that don't even share your opinion on a regular basis with people. So when you do start speaking your emotions and telling people how you feel, you know, they start to be a little taken aback, and then they want to overtalk you. Because maybe you said something that they've been waiting to you know, get an answer from you, or to even ask you here. So that's also another thing here, because, you know, you come off as innocence, and you're not somebody that's taking yourself too serious out here in the world, because you're the baby of the zodiac, right? So a lot of times, like I mentioned here, you soak in a lot of energy, and you're not want to walk in the room and get to run of your mouth, because you got to read the room first. You got to feel the people in the room. Like I mentioned, you could see a demon from a mile away. You've been out here slaying dragons for past lifetimes and so on. So nine of Swords is Gemini energy. You got to watch out for those two faces, you know, and not just that. This is another energy. Knight of Swords was Gemini energy. Did I not say a hard head make a soft ass? And now they're in bed. Same energy, same zodiac sign, Gemini. You could have Gemini aspected in your natal chart, because Gemini get on your ass as well here. Kanye is a Gemini. Who else? Tupac was a Gemini. The Gemini placements, they have a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? And don't let that Aries be mixed up in it, baby. It's a whirlwind of words, and it's a whirlwind of type of action here. And if that's how you are, there's nothing wrong with it. You know what I mean? But this could be the other person, or, you know, somebody that you've dealt with. And we have Sagittarius out here, and we have Capricorn out here as well here. But somebody is having to think long and hard. Like, you may be stepping on somebody's neck out here. You're not letting up out here because you went silent for so long. This Eight of Wands is swift energy. There's not no words. So, you know what I'm saying? You probably just been out here bobbing and weaving, suppressing your energy, not really shining, not really being respected. And like I said, there's a baby on here earlier. Like there's an innocence about you where you're quiet, and it takes a lot for you to speak up, for you to be loud, even I'm not calling you egotistical, but this energy can be egotistical. So I feel like when you finally give somebody back what they've been dishing, it feels real diabolical. Like, you know what I mean? It feels, like I said, it could be a disastrous effect here. It could affect your health, your mental state, your emotional state, have you not even want to get out the bed. Some of y'all may have suffered from chronic depression, you know what I'm saying? And it took a lot for you to finally get back to yourself, or you still working to get back to yourself, because I know things like this never just go away. It's just a state of mind sometimes, a good one you're in. And then just other times, life kind of changes. There's segues for a little bit. And you may be feeling down, maybe you feel bad for having to put somebody in a place in one point or time or another. But just know, like I mentioned here, you are learning just like everybody else is learning and growing. So they may have deserved this shit. It's not healthy for you to hold stuff in, angels, especially, because you're such a passionate sign. So it's best for you to sometimes be blunt. It's good to learn how to filter, and not to say filter, but just to find a safe way to say it. And I don't even want to use the word safe. Just a mature way to say what you got to say. Like, we all adults, right? So if you feel in a way, and I know you don't have a problem with telling somebody you feel a way, you could do it real professional like as well. But there's nothing wrong with that. That's where issues come in, when people suppress their emotions. And there's no water here at this time. Here is just all fire, literally, and mental. So that's like keeping a lot in. Oh, that was like 4 cards, y'all. The moon cards, keeping a lot in. Like I just said here, you definitely gonna send somebody to the psych ward. 4 wands. Somebody, whew, they weren't prepared when they showed up to the fruit fight. You know what I mean here? But this is your ball game. This is your territory. This is your lane. I feel like that you are stepping in and becoming more comfortable in. So don't let this be a headache to you. And a lot of things are out of our control, y'all. We can't handle it. We can only help what is happening to us. And sometimes we can't even help that. You know what I'm saying? But for you to at least, with this 4 of Wands coming out, and it came out inverted or cocked to the side, not exactly upside down. So it could symbolize blockages that you're working through, barriers that have held you back or tried to hold you down. But most importantly, the 8 is out here. So that's more balanced energy versus being in this 9 of Swords energy here, and just not really knowing sometimes where to say, what to do, where to go, how to communicate. It is Mercury retrograde at this time. Remember that, right? And Gemini is out here, and Mercury rules over Gemini. So this is speaking on you. Like I just said, thank you, Spirit, for bringing that to mind and for clarifying that, right? Because it came out right next to your energy. So don't get no headache about no motherfuckers out here right now, or no job, or no, just certain things. You just try. And I know it's not easy staying positive, because I don't always stay in a positive mind frame, let me tell you. You know what I'm saying? But like I just said, we're all learning through this. So none of us are going to do this perfect or get this right, but at least we are trying. Okay, I'm going to put we in there, baby, because we are trying. All right. And it's the end of the year. So I know it's rocky. A lot of y'all do have children, you know what I'm saying? Or you're missing somebody that you normally get to spend the holidays with, or, you are just ended a situation, or your life is just suddenly changing at the end of the year versus how the beginning started off, and this is all here, but there is still a celebratory moment in this for you, because like I said, the 9 has to do with spiritual. It has to do with being out there, the unknown, and things that you have not learned about life yet. And the moon is out here, which is the other side, which is relatives, which is people who passed on, which is memories, which is the psyche. And the star is right underneath that, up there with that moon, watching over you, leading you, getting you through this. All right. This is what this all means here. The things that you cannot see, you cannot control a lot of times, like I just mentioned here. But temperance, you got that earth, that godly energy with you, inside of you, on you. You know what I mean? 10 of Wands, Ace of Swords. Clarity is not too far. You know, and also with this temperance card, it's like, whew, baby, you walk around, just as you give off this aura of oranges and soft blues and light purples, you know what I'm saying, and tangerines here with this temperance energy. There's some red. Some of those colors make red, right? But they separated. Looking at the colors, they all separated right now. It's the energy that you're in. But it's like you've been through it. You've been through the ringer here. And until until you have to come up out your mouth and it comes to mind, is really how somebody been playing with you with this moon and this Ace of Swords, is when God and Spirit be like, all right, go ahead. Do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? And I am not saying retaliate or, purposely hurt somebody. I'm not saying in that light. I'm like, I'm speaking to you, my child. I'm bringing balance. I'm restoring harmony for you. I'm separating you. I'm getting you out there. I'm opening up a window. I'm opening up a door for you. I'm bringing somebody in your energy. I'm helping you, elevate. You know what I mean? Out of this. People think that whoever this is, they think they got one over on you. Spirit is hollering out, let me stop this. Let me step in the middle of this and give you 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 over them. Because this person sitting here with this 9 of Swords trying to put you in this type of energy, or it just doesn't have to just be someone, like I said, how it resonates. Trying to keep you in this energy. And meanwhile, Spirit is loading up the big ones. The almighty sword. The King Arthur John, when the sword is stuck in the ground and it can only be that one ordained person that walks up and whew, that's you with that flaming sword. The fire sword, you're the fireman, the firewoman. And it's so much fire energy here. It's just like pulling from every, what's the word I was finna use? It wasn't element, but something along those lines, like every source just to come together for you and spark that flame, because you're the flame. And they say that Leo's the fire. And I think the Sagittarius is like the smoke that disappears or something, or goes out into the universe here. So, it's forces that are like banding together like Voltron, coming together like the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, like Transformers, all for you, all to stop everything. And yeah, it may not feel like time for real, but you know what I mean? You stop in the time in that person's energy, in that person's body, in their mind frame, in their heart, the way they think, the way they love going forward. That's the power. You know what I'm saying? And finally, I said there's no water out here. And here it is, the hidden water out of all the water signs. And guess what? The most sensitive, Pisces. Ain't that something? All right, Spirit, give me a few more. I'm going to close this sucker on out. Ooh. And I want to pull a crystal card as well. I think this is one of the decks that Mary Sala bought. I can't wait to use it. The crystals on the card, I took a peek already. They're beautiful, you guys. Let me pull one more. I just had a card fall. Knight of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. So let's break this Queen of Swords out. Did I not say this is a disastrous effect? Like this one right here probably got a potty mouth. She's probably mature. She probably uses big words. She probably has an accent of some sort here. She has a demeanor. She probably can cross her legs and just speak like Shakespeare and twist her words up and just make them spit out like Medusa. And masculine, I mean, put it how it fits. You know, this could be male or female, somebody you was dealing with, or you are this figure. Because your energy is out here. So it's two people in the Four Wands. You know, that's relationship. You got one person dealing with whether this is depression or illness of some sort. It's a family dynamic out here. It's a lot going on. So just put yourself where you fit. But the Queen of Swords, I feel like once was like she's gone through different stages. I feel like all the queens go through different stages of each other. You know, it just leads you in a different light in however you really are made up in your natal chart, right? Because we all could be Aries, but some of us have more water, some of us have more earth, some of us have more air, and, you know, and so on. So it just really depends. But I feel like the Queen of Swords was once the Queen of I was going to say water, but Queen of Cups. Water could be significant for you as well here. But I feel like she was once in the energy of the Queen of Cups, you know, and this is what led her here, because the Queen of Cups uses intuition, and some would say she's a pushover, you know, and she's next to water. And water, what's right above water? You know, we have clouds and air. So I really feel like this is what she ascended into, this energy here, to where she will not be done wrong or not looked down upon, because she is in the clouds, for God's sake. You know what I mean? She's got a bird's eye view. She can see you and point you out from a mile away. So somebody that's been down, I would feel like when they ascend or when they wisen up, because this is someone who is analytical and more about intel more than anything. You know, it's not somebody that's a soapy type of a female or male. You know, it's somebody that I need to see your actions and versus just your cups, your emotions, your words, right? So for me, I feel like this is that energy. You know, this is that time stopping energy. With the Knight of Pentacles, it took long enough. It may have taken a moment. You know, it just like a seed has to be planted. It has to grow for you to see what you've planted. And it's just like you. Maybe somebody tried to bury your energy and make you feel away so that like the sun was underneath there so you wouldn't grow. But no more, nevermore, said the raven. That ain't Shakespeare. That's Edgar Allan Poe. But either way, I'm talking to somebody today. And guess what? Just because you got to cuss a motherfucker out sometimes, or, you know, and you don't even got to do that. You know, but just get your aggression out or your passion out in a positive way. You know, so you can go back to focusing on your day-to-day, pouring back into yourself, your real mental health, and freeing your mind up of space so that it can mentally take you into heights where you up there in them clouds and you on cloud nine and ain't shit that can bring you back down. Not even a silly hoe. Not a past lover, husband, wife, a job, a family member, a friend. You up there in them clouds. And ain't nothing bringing you down. That's like this air. That's why you got the ace. You could have heavily air, high air placements aspected in your natal chart, but I'm going to leave it here. If this reading resonated with y'all in any way, let me know, because I don't know where that just took me. But it took me. Like I had a dream last night too, y'all. I had a headache when I went to bed. And normally this don't happen. But when I fell asleep, the headache followed me into the dream. I kid you not. I've never had a headache in a dream. And I could still feel it in the dream. But when I woke up in real life, it was gone. So I can't even tell you the details of what I was doing in the dream, but that damn headache was there. All right, let's pull a crystal card and see what your crystal is, or your possible emotion is, or what you may need to look in as far as a crystal. You all know I infuse my candles with them. All of my candles are intention set. And I'm thinking about doing another reading maybe later on after I get some more work done. What do you guys think? I have a Christmas tree put up. So if I can get my little one to behave, I feel like I want to do a reading in front of it. What y'all think? All right, so we have amethyst. And I use amethyst in my peace candle. Also known as the guardian stone. Oh my gosh. It is a very powerful protector. Any kind of negative energy directed toward you is blocked by this ancient stone. I'm saying, oh my gosh, because did I not just talk about this entire reading, y'all? You got a guardian angel here, for God's sake. Godly energy. Okay. Used when meditating, amethyst brings calmness to the mind and helps with decision making. Did I not just say Spirit is trying to clear you, to mentally elevate you? This Ace of Swords is about mental. The Queen of... I went on about this air energy, boy, and boy, oh boy. And you stopping somebody in their tracks. I told you. Maybe this resonated with Spirit. Clearly. I'm going to leave this reading here, y'all. I might need to come back on here and do another one later, but we're going to see. Hit that like and subscribe button for more messages from me. I'll catch you later. Ciao.